As G4 of My Little Pony moves ever closer to its conclusion, and many of the established names from when the fandom was at its peak have moved on or fallen off the face of the earth, or are just doing live streams, it's always refreshing to see talented new creators climbing through the ranks, showing off their artistic skills with text-to-speech and Microsoft Paint-style graphics. Wait, what the hey? I had considered making a nothing negative to say episode on MLP in a nutshell, however I realised this is a great jumping off point for a topic I've been meaning to address for some time. You see, Roundtrip's visual aesthetic reminds me ever so slightly of another YouTuber from the days of old.
Serious question, right? Why do we have the letter K? The letter K makes a K sound, but so does the letter C. Do we really need two letters that make the exact same sound?
Grade A Underachiever is a dirty name in the history of YouTube because he became a shield for inexperienced creators and those who should know better to excuse their terrible content because Grade A Under A users paint, Grade A records on his phone, so I can as well. Observation tells us that when people feel justified for whatever reason, that is when they are least likely to modify their behaviour, and that's sad when many of those in question can and should be doing better. I know this because shock horror, I made my own share of crappy content back in the day as well, and with hindsight, the last thing I needed at that time was validation. What I really needed was a slap around the face and brutal encouragement to improve. What, did you think I'm saying all this because I'm some kind of egotist who thinks I'm better than everyone else? Don't look at me like that. The worst thing about it is that the argument that you can still have quality with low production values is not exactly wrong. It's just that those who do care about quality enough to put the effort in generally don't. I can tell you right now why MLP in a nutshell works so well. It's the same reason Grade A Under A stuff worked.
Maybe we should have brought some water.
Oh good, city. Oh no, slavery.
Meow meow, get out of here meow.
This cat is awesome.
It's freaking entertaining. Roundtrip is a comedic genius, and his audio and visual style is utilised as part of the humour. It's a stylistic decision driven by creativity as opposed to laziness. See, guys like Roundtrip don't need excuses. They will never need excuses. Meanwhile, the ones who do fall back on such excuses are those who need the aforementioned slap around the face the most. Now, the pony creator is a part of the problem, but not for the reasons you might first think. There has been a lot of criticism centred on how pony creator OCs look, like in this clip from Aeon of Dreams.
A side profile is really bland and uninteresting to look at. It's not that dynamic. Pony Creator V3 does not make it any better, by the way. The ability to turn your head does not make you any less boring.
However, these critics rather miss the point of exactly why the Pony Creator is loathed. It's not simply because it looks rubbish. In fact, as a rendition of the show style, it's actually not that bad, and there's nothing wrong with using a side profile. Mad Munchkin pottered around with the idea that it hampers creativity, and there is more substance to that argument, but whether that is an issue really depends on what you're using the Pony Creator for. If all you require is an avatar with which to make pretentious lectures in video form, then it doesn't necessarily matter if it is a bit generic and lacking in personality. The real crux of the problem with the Pony Creator actually lies in its simplicity. The trouble with giving the ability to easily produce something of semi-decent appearance to the masses is that power is inevitably going to be abused. It's like the reverse of the Grade A phenomenon, where this time the inexperienced creator can fall on the excuse that they already have good production values, at least visually, without putting any effort in, and so don't need to work on improving. Of course, achieving genuine quality in videos is far more complicated, but this plays massively to the Dunning-Kruger effect. Sadly, therefore, despite being a fairly robust tool, the Pony Creator will never live down its association with 11-year-olds who don't have a clue about how to be entertaining. That is why I generally urge all new Brony creators, even the most talented, to move away from the Pony Creator if they want to be taken seriously. Take Wooden Sword.
What's going on? How did I get here?
Quiet, you're just a visual aid. Back when I first discovered his channel about a year or so ago, I could see he was a supremely skilled entertainer and video editor. However, he was still using a Pony Creator OC. In a contextless vacuum, if such a thing even exists, this would not have mattered. But as it is, there are just too many prejudices and expectations that come attached to the instantly recognisable style.
Can I go now?
The strangest part is that even poorly drawn poses are a better option than the pony creator, because at least they come without any baggage. Sure, anyone can replicate the round trip style with 2 minutes in paint, but had anyone done it before him? No, they hadn't. It is original and extremely distinctive, precisely what a pony creator OC isn't. That doesn't mean you should go with the low budget look either though. To anyone planning to follow in Roundtrip's hoof steps, I'd strongly encourage you to consider your motivations. As I said before, many go that way not for any artistic reason, but because it's less effort, and that's never a good approach to take. You have to learn the craft and know the rules in order to break them, and you'd best have a good reason if you do. I'm Midnight, and I just lost my train of thought. If you enjoyed watching this, then you should like and subscribe, as it helps support me, and more importantly, you'll get notified when I release a future video.